Have you ever wondered why the harder you chase her, the faster she pulls away? Attraction isn't about effort. It's about presence. When you stop trying to convince a woman to choose you and instead stand in quiet strength, everything changes. Most men get attraction wrong. They think constant messages or endless proof of loyalty will win her heart. But what looks like effort to you often feels like pressure to her. You don't keep her interest by being endlessly available. Keep it by moving differently. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." In relationships, this means stop performing and start embodying strength. A man grounded in purpose doesn't chase validation. He creates it by how he carries himself. Power in love isn't loud, doesn't beg or explain it. Simply exists. Think about the calm man who speaks less in a crowded room. People lean in, curious. That's attraction born not from tricks, but from presence, Epictetus said. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. The same applies in dating. If you react desperately to every text or silence, you lose your center. But if you allow space, if you respond with calm patience, you create mystery. And mystery fuels desire. Example, imagine a first date. One man overshares every detail, trying to impress. Another listens more, shares just enough, and lets curiosity build. Who does she think about afterward? Not the one who revealed everything, but the one she can't fully read. Machiavelli noted, "People don't respect what they fully understand. Predictability kills attraction. When she knows exactly how you'll react, the chase ends. But when you hold back just enough, when you don't rush to fill silence, you draw her deeper into your orbit. So remember, don't text good morning every day before she's earned it. Don't panic when she takes hours to reply. Don't announce your every move. Instead, move like a man who's already chosen himself. She will feel that strength. True attraction isn't built on overgiving. It's built on the gravity you create by being calm, mysterious, and unshaken. In a world where everyone tries too hard to be seen, stillness makes you unforgettable. Online presence can build attraction or destroy it. Many men post constantly, comment everywhere, and chase attention through noise. But true power is rare, just like Seneca said. It is quality rather than quantity that matters. Your presence should feel valuable, not desperate. If she sees you online every hour, replying to every story, you become predictable and ordinary. Attraction fades when there's no mystery. Instead, share less but with purpose. A single thoughtful post, a photo that reflects growth, or a story that sparks curiosity has more weight than dozens of random updates. In a world drowning in noise, silence becomes magnetic. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, the more we value things outside our control, the less control we have. You're online. Image isn't about proving yourself. It's about reflecting who you're becoming. Don't use social media to beg for validation. Use it to demonstrate calm strength, discipline, and direction. Think of two men. One floods his profile with selfies, quotes, and daily rants. The other posts rarely, but when he does, it's meaningful. Glimpse of his training, his craft, or his mission. Which man leaves a stronger impression? Second, because scarcity builds value. Another mistake is over-explaining. Men often justify themselves, defend every choice, or apologize endlessly. This only puts her in the position of judge, while you look for approval. As Epictetus said, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. You don't need to explain yourself constantly. Strength is unbothered by misunderstanding. Imagine she questions why you didn't reply right away. Instead of apologizing, you calmly say, "I don't rush what matters." That short response shifts the frame. You are not defensive, you are composed. And that composure creates intrigue. Attraction grows when you stop trying to win approval and instead live with quiet authority. Women chase what they cannot easily define. Predictability makes them scroll away. Mystery makes them lean closer. Don't aim to be loud online. Aim to be rare, intentional, and centered. Your silence, your patience, and your refusal to over-explain will speak louder than any words. In relationships and in life, true gravity is created not by chasing, but by standing firm. Attraction is not about being emotionally needy. It's about being emotionally selective. You are allowed to care, to be gentle, even to show affection, but only with control. If every compliment flows too easily, if every silence makes you panic, you give her power over your peace. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. When your emotions shift wildly depending on her mood, you give away control of your mind. She becomes the ruler of your inner state and attraction disappears. Think of two men. One gets anxious if she doesn't text back, sends paragraphs, checking if she's upset. The other man, faced with the same silence, simply continues his day, calm and steady. Which one feels more attractive? The man who refuses to be shaken, Epictetus taught, freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. Her reactions, her moods, her games, they are outside your control. What you can control is how you respond. If she pulls back, don't overcompensate. If she grows cold, don't flutter with attention. Give only where it's earned. Real example. She flakes on a plan. The needy man begs for another chance. The grounded man simply says, "All good," and keeps moving forward. That small response shows he values his time and his standards remain intact. Seneca reminded us, it is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more. That is poor. The same is true emotionally. A man who craves constant validation appears empty. A man who gives selectively appears abundant. So don't offer 100% to someone giving 40%. Don't confuse availability with strength. Real attraction happens when she realizes access to your emotions is rare and must be earned. The more you master your emotional center, the more magnetic you become. Women chase not the man who gives everything, but the man whose calm cannot be bought, bent, or broken. The strongest form of attraction is not created by chasing hurts created by building yourself. Most men pour all their energy into women because they have nothing else to focus on. But when your life has direction, when you are building something meaningful, your presence shifts. Marcus Aurelius said, "A man's worth is no greater than the worth of his ambitions." If your ambition is only her attention, you'll always be chasing. But when your mission is larger than romance, she begins to see your time as a privilege, not a guarantee. Think about two men. One has no goals, so he texts out of boredom and overinvests in every conversation. The other is focused on his work, his training, his growth. When he gives attention, it feels rare and valuable. Which man does she respect more? Always the one whose life has purpose, Seneca reminded us. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. Many men waste energy on proving themselves. Instead, invest that time in becoming a man of depth and direction. When you move with purpose, you don't need to act mysterious. Your life already speaks for itself. Real example, she flakes on a date. The man with no mission feels crushed, spends hours begging for her back. The man on his path shrugs, continues his work, and keeps momentum. She feels the difference. She knows he cannot be controlled, because his world is bigger than her mood. Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Build your body, sharpen your mind, strengthen your craft." This isn't just self-improvement, it's magnetic energy. Men. They chase men who are already full, already moving, already alive with purpose. True attraction is born when your time is scarce, your standards are clear, and your mission is unshakable. Don't chase her attention. Build your power, and she will feel lucky to be part of your journey. Before we end, there's one truth most men never grasp. Real power doesn't chase its shapes. When you stop trying to convince her to choose you, and instead live as a man already chosen by his mission, his peace, his standards, everything changes. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." If your thoughts revolve only around winning her attention, you weaken yourself. But when your mind is focused on growth, calm, and self-mastery, your presence becomes magnetic without effort. Think of a date. She teases you, saying you probably say that to all the girls. A weak man defends himself nervously. A grounded man smirks and says, I don't say much. The difference is subtle, but one seeks approval while the other creates intrigue. Online, the same rule applies. If she ignores your message, don't. Triple text. Post something meaningful, then let silence do the work. Epictetus taught, if you want to be invincible, live as though nothing outside your will can harm you. This means her silence, her games, her coldness cannot shake your center lest you allow it. In situationships, many men give more when she gives less. But attraction grows when you pull back energy to protect your standards, not to punish her, Seneca said. He who is brave is free. Brave men don't cling. They know their worth, and that freedom makes them desirable. Even in public, the gym, at school, in a cafe, the man who doesn't over-explain or try too hard stands out. Stillness, focus, posture, these speak louder than 1,000 words. So stop asking, how do I make her like me? Instead, ask, how do I move with such clarity and calm that she cannot stop thinking about me? True attraction isn't magic, it's strategy. And the strategy is simple. Be unshaken, live with purpose, and let your presence create gravity.